Top 5. Best 7.1 Home Theater System. Number 5. Acoustic Audio HT87 in Wall. And for the very end, we have yet another contender coming from the family of acoustic audio speakers. By now you know what you can expect from this type of product. And now let's mention the performance. Here the things feel very solid but not exactly stellar. Namely, the speakers are able to reproduce a whole range of movie-friendly frequencies with precision and clarity. However, the sound from the speakers sounded somewhat muted, which I contributed to the lack of proper enclosure. But, just to be sure, I tried enclosing the speakers and even went through my Blu-ray collection. And with every Blu-ray, the problem remained the same. Number 4. Acoustic Audio by Goldwood HD726. And we are finally setting our foot firmly into the realm of acoustic audio speakers. But, don't let this small notion deceive you. This home theater system offers the performance that can stand toe-to-toe with some far bigger and more expensive speakers in higher price ranges. Now let's move on to the performance. Here, the speakers definitely raise above the expectations. The benefit of the dual-woven bulletproof woofers can be heard from a mile. They deliver a truly devastating blow in the lower end and make the movie-watching experience all the more gratifying. The rest of the drivers also deliver a pretty competent performance but don't really push the envelope in any direction. What you should know is that most of the frequencies that can be heard in a regular movie are covered and that the overall experience is very immersive. Also, the speakers do quite a lot of a good job at the frequency separation, so you will get a genuine surround effect. Number 3. High-definition digital cinematic. And now, after a couple of surround sound speaker sets that used pretty much the same DNA, it is finally time for something completely different. In-ceiling 7.1 home theater speakers are inherently unobtrusive. After all, in order to set up your system, you need to mount them directly into the walls where they are supposed to disappear. And that is perfectly fine. What I was far more concerned with was the overall build quality of these bad boys, which holds up pretty well. All the materials used for production are solid, and they are put together just as fine. Reviewing these types of sets is very hard since, in the absence of separation in the form of the center speaker and left and right surround speakers, you are missing out on a lot of home theater experience. Also, I couldn't exactly tear down the room to test the speakers, so I had to emulate the enclosure. The sound was crisp, accurate and precise all across the frequency spectrum. Number 2. Klipsch 7.1 system with 2RP8000F. And since all good things on this list come in pair, I decided to throw in yet another Klipsch home theater surround sound speaker system for good measure. When it comes to design, Klipsch rarely makes mistakes, and these surround speakers are no exception. All the design elements the manufacturer is famous for are here: the black wooden cabinets, copper woofer domes, simple yet effective lines. This package is a true beauty to look at. However, the product does take a slight dip in the area of connectivity. Namely, the connectors are very unreliable, and the speaker system doesn't support third-party cables. For instance, once again, we see the return of the fabled hybrid Tractrix horn technology that enhances the sound and keeps reverb at the lowest possible level. The result is a full and precise sound that resonates across the room and easily translates the current motion of the movie. Number 1. Fluent Signature Hi-Fi Surround. And now that we had an opportunity to take a look at the second home theater speaker system coming from Nakamichi Shockwave Pro 7, 2, 4, it is time to once again check what's cooking in the Fluent's kitchen. This time, I am going to cover the famous Signature series. Let's see where this powerhouse ultimately stands. Namely, although most of the components that are built into the system are unspecified, I tested this speaker system back-to-back with the Elite series, and the results were virtually the same. On the one hand, that is perfectly fine since the Elite surround sound speaker system offers very good sound quality as a whole. The frequency response ranges, once again, excellent, and the sound reproduction is precise across the board. As a matter of fact, I was able to notice the slight improvement in the case of left and right surround speakers, which had its effect on the sound detailing. The 12-inch subwoofer cuts deep and potent bass with ease and grace. Unfortunately, all these good things somewhat fall apart if you throw in a wrong Blu-ray into the player. At this price point, that is not something I am so ready to bear with. Check out the description for more information and updated price.